Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So kita akan sambung The Witcher 2 sekali lagi. So this time kita nak cari seseorang yang boleh baca encrypted manuscript. So kalau ikutkan sini adalah Brass and Peminat.
I found a manuscript that
Interesting. This volume is sealed by a...
only highly valued.
Too true.
Do you know how to unlock it?
I'd need ingredients. I'll need the ferrum...
Quite a list.
Rasanya macam kita dah buat sebelum ni. Mungkin save game ni tak tepat.
I have the ingredients you mentioned.
Unbelievable. We must get the proportion. Done. Let's see what's in the manuscript. By the gods.
What did you find?
Instructions. A description of how to forge the legendary sword known as Kerm. The sword will be yours. You deserve it, Witcher. I will consider forging it an honor.
Thanks. So long.
Wow, so kita dah dapat encrypted manuscript. Kita dapat plan untuk membuat pedang baru. Okay, ini adalah long codes. Kita nak tengok bahaya ghost. Okay, kita cuba cari Tris Marigold dulu. Tapi tak ada clue, so agak susah sikit mana nak cari Tris Marigold. Apa kita kena buat, kita cuba cari yang lain. Bahaya cost. Okay, yang ni ada indikator dia tunjuk lokasi Philippa. Let's do it. Ada bangkai. Bangkai mayat. Kita ada brochures. So kita akan cuba dulu yang dekat bawah.
Hey,
Bawah area ni kita nak tahu apa yang ada. Kita akan try je. So kita save dulu. Okay, takut jangan malu. Okay. Lemak di lock. Kita tak perlukan sword ni.
Freak!
Kita cuba ikut jalan ni.
Damn, you're ugly.
pedang kita ada attribute ice. So attribute ice ni memang sebenarnya banyak membantu lah. Okay, kita climb. Situ adalah jalan mati.
Damn monsters.
Adakah dia boleh turun? Tak boleh. Oh. Nampaknya satu-satunya cara adalah kita naik atas ni. Save dulu.
Your Majesty.
I've waited long for this meeting. You left Redania so suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
Your Majesty, I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid? I was there at your most trying hours. Without me, you would not be the man you are. I don't understand.
You understand very well. You conspired against my father Vizimir, and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, Your Majesty?
Ambassador,
Triss Marigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them, my lady.
Triss, you're mad!
the Lodge ordered Demaven killed. It ordered Foltest killed. I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you'd kill me too. You're finished, Eilhart. There will be a trial, due process, everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake. Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back. You taught me to look everyone in the eye. Forced them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never show weakness, uncertainty, you said. I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You. You've one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the ambassador's presence. Look me in the eye and repent. Submit. As you wish. Torturer, put out those vile eyes.
You're making a grave error, sire.
We will talk again, witch.
The Philippa Eilhart problem has been resolved. We must return to camp.
Wait here, Excellency. We'll scout ahead. Long live the Emperor!
Okay, so kita ada beberapa untuk ditumbangkan.
You're not easy to find.
Look what they did to me. Radovid. To think I taught him magic tricks when he was just a boy. Free me, Geralt. I have to get out of here. Do you hear me? Help me!
You'll answer a few questions first. Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are... You know what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
Was Shillard telling the truth about the Lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
Did Triss take part in all this?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point, I assure you. She has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Why did all this happen? Murdering monarchs, what interests did it serve? I can't fathom.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia. Take these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything. Everything.
I didn't track you alone. Yorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little. Yorvith and all like him have no right to judge others.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
Okay, so Triss rasanya selamat. Kalau kata dia nak bunuh Triss, awal-awal dia dah buat. Jadi kita pilih untuk if Saskia punya spell.
All right, but if you're lying to me...
Unbind me and lead the way. We must return through the sewers.
The shackles stay on, and you'll go first.
Shillard will raise the alarm.
No, he won't. We'll be long gone by the time he comes to.
Kill him.
I'm not into murdering unconscious old men. Lead on. No tricks, Phil.
I want to get out of here, and I want to live.
I believe that. Can you walk? Sure you won't faint on me?
I'll manage. Will you remove my shackles?
The manacles stay on.
Okay, macam mana kita nak dapatkan chest ni? Suppose kita jalan dulu sebelum bawa dia ni. Macam kita tak boleh buat apa-apa sekarang.
That gun came.
Oi, pegang dia ni.
Who did this to her?
It was Radovid's way of thanking her for the care she provided him when he was a child.
I saw him with his army on his way to the talks, whistling a tune.
Get me out of here!
Shut up, witch! You're alive only because you're still needed.
Philippa's promised to help us in exchange for her freedom.
And you believe her?
Know a better way to free Saskia? What state is Saskia in now?
I've ordered her to carry out Sheila's bidding until I return.
Great. And Sheila will be at the talks?
Yes. She's probably there already, making certain the Lodge's plans do not fall through.
Did you order Foltest murdered?
No!
Shillard claimed that Triss testified.
Triss doesn't know what she's talking about. The Lodge exists, and Triss has lost our trust. All that is true. But Foltest's assassination? That was not my order.
What's Sheila supposed to safeguard?
The restitution of the Council and Conclave, and the creation of a strong, independent state with Saskia as its leader.
With what aim?
As a bulwark. A defense against Nilfgaard. After years of chaos and destruction, the time has come to build. We wish to rule, yes. Where is the fault in that? Everyone wants to rule. And I know how to do that. Better than any other monarch in this city.
You can't hope to win the common folk's trust. Humans will never accept a sorceress queen.
Non-humans won't either, given what that old hag Finderbear has achieved.
They all believe in Saskia. They all trust her. The girl is a born leader, yet she has no political instincts. She's charismatic but not cunning. Courageous but not fierce. She is just, but lacks the required cruelty.
She is your very opposite.
Perhaps together we would be unstoppable.
What would you have done if Saskia hadn't been poisoned? If a certain foolish witcher hadn't gathered the potion ingredients?
I would have sought other means, but I couldn't miss that opportunity.
How do we free Saskia?
I have charmed a dagger with the counterspell. You must thrust it into the she-dragon's heart.
You mean your heart, witch? Do you mock us?
There is no other way. She must be struck with surgical precision. Otherwise the counterspell won't work. All the blade's runes must touch blood, and its point must pierce a chamber of her heart.
We'll need to hold her down somehow.
Hold down a dragon? This is ridiculous. She's lying, Geralt. I don't trust her. Why would she even need this dagger? In a minute we'll hear that she planned to free Saskia herself.
Any time you cast a spell or a curse, you must have a counterspell at the ready. It's a basic rule of magic. I prepared the dagger just before I cast the spell, in case anything went awry.
A basic rule, but I don't know many mages who follow it. Where's the dagger?
My quarters. In Geoffrey Monk's former home, inside a well-secured chest.
I know the house.
Yorvith, know any way to get to Philippa's quarters unnoticed?
Through this sewer. We may encounter monsters, but we'll gain a lot of time.
Keep an eye on her. I'll go ahead.
Okay, so kita patah balik sebentar. Oh, lock. Ya, dah.
There's
So,
something
kita
in
dapat.
there. I avoided this place earlier.
Knowing you, it's probably a damsel in distress. That's all right. Afraid of the glory? Let me check. I'm too old for this.
What guarantee do I have that you'll set me free?
None.
If your dagger fails to work, or Saskia perishes from the blow, you'll be next. And be assured, it will not be a quick death.
You dream of that, don't you?
This place looks just like the last.
Same stench, too. Wait here.
Oh, kena.
Slow down. I can't keep up this pace.
The sooner you give us the dagger, the sooner you can lick your wounds, bitch.
Pain-killing spells require focus and precision. I cannot manage one now.
Die from the pain, then. Rest assured, no one will help.
Geralt, you'd best check the room before we enter. I don't like this.
Neither do I.
Okay. Alright.
Damn, you're ugly.
Ada gargoyle. Oh, dragon skin. Body love orange. Heavy-laden launcher. sekarang kita perlukan
Unshackle me. Remove the dimeritium. I can help you.
Shut up!
Oh, dia ni atas. Tengok apa ada kat sini. Lock. Dia ni kat rare, so kita ambil lah.
Is this the chest?
Describe it.
It's heavy, covered in runes. There's a circle and candles on the floor.
Yes, the very chest in which Geoffrey Monk kept his most valuable treasures. The dagger's inside.
How do we bloody open it?
The candles must be lit in a specific order. I figured it out. My notes are downstairs. After that, a simple spell will suffice. Remove my shackles.
Geralt, do you know this ritual?
Only a mage can perform it.
Shut up!
I'll light the candles, then we'll remove the dimeritium.
Okay, kita akan try. Tu. Okay. Right.
They went out.
Okay. So make sure tengok dalam note yang jumpa dekat bawah. Satu. Ini tiga.
Nothing's happening.
My notes are clear.
Okay, one more. Kita akan cuba satu, dua, tiga, empat,
Wrong sequence.
Try again.
sequence dia agak pelik eh. Kita salah baca.
Now unshackle me. I'll open the chest with a spell.
Neither of us can utter it.
It's not something you learn in a moment. A trained mage is needed to cast spells. The candles are lit. We need to hurry. Do as I say before I lose consciousness.
Try anything clever and you will die.
So confused sikit dengan nombor 4 dengan 5 sebab dia bahasa Roman eh.
Sido, isn't I? You can lift the spell binding her, but she will never be human.
She's more than a Dwan. Someone who restored hope to the Enshe.
She's a monster. If you think she can rule a realm of humans and elves herself,
Vegetarian!
you'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
Look out, Geralt! Ah!
Beautiful.
Look out!
Okay, tak sure.
Guess they'll never learn.
You're on your own! I can't help you!
Well,
Bloody barrier! I can't penetrate it! Look out!
okay, terang sangat.
Amazing fight, Gwynblade! Get the dagger and let's get out of here!
Let's hope this blade'll do the trick.
A strange weapon. Never seen anything like it. I hope it works. Too bad Eilhart won't tell us anything more.
Philippa will be far away by now. She was in pain. Let's hope that kept her honest.
She's bound to recover quickly and promptly return to conspiring.
She's out of the game for now. Keep in mind that the other sorceresses are here. Philippa may inform Sheila.
Or command the dragon.
I won't be surprised if I'm forced to fight Saskia. Confused by spells, she won't understand we want to help her.
You're probably right. But please don't kill her. Unless you must do so to save your own life.
Time to join the talks.
I'll go ahead and see what we can expect.
Yes, spellbreaker. Talk to the EU. Okay, so mana kita nak pergi? Rasanya salah satu jalan keluar dari sini. Lah, tepi ni je.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal... Break your wands and burn your hats! Turn away the black...
Okay, so kita kena lalu juga. Ingatkan nak avoid sebarang pergaduhan. Tapi if tak boleh, kena juga.
In a hurry to see the deliberations.
Here on urgent business.
Your dress seems to confirm it. Excuse you indeed. I suppose I couldn't much care. I've heard what I came to hear.
And what, pray tell, was that?
The rightful heir will ascend to the Aedirnian throne. There will be peace in the land. What more could one want?
Prince Stennis is here?
King Stennis. Crowned 2 days past in Vengerberg. Merely send a messenger here. All those present promptly agreed that he will make a good ruler.
Prince Stennis. A poisoner, coward, and schemer. He trembled with disgust when he spoke to the peasants. disdain flowed from him like vomit. But he didn't deserve to be lynched. That was not the justice Saskia fought for. Prince Stennis I, son of Demavend III, became the 17th king of Edirn. He won the hearts of the people. They saw him as the hope of the nation. The realm, ravaged by war, needed a ruler sensitive to the plight of his subjects. King Stennis I was just that.
Right, no fight. That's good. So kita akan cakap dengan Yogurt.
I see you took care of the guards.
I hate those monastic curs.
They're not paragons of virtue, true, but they were just doing their job.
Then they didn't do it well enough. Can we go now?
I need to do something first.
Don't be too long.
Okay.
Come back and see the show one day.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final? But...
I'll have no discussion.
Monica Gargoyle. Cari someone situ main. No.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final? But...
I'll have no ever agree to under any circumstance.
Can we go now?
Yes, let's go.
Time to finish this business.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
For the good of the entire North.
The united forces of Kedwin and Redania will end the fighting among the Elder Houses and secure peace from Gorsvelen to Ellender.
At present, Temeria is starting to resemble the Pontar Valley.
Which, if I understand correctly, is currently controlled by Edirn.
You are mistaken, Radovid. Vergen is free.
Free? What precisely does that mean?
Lawmark is not Kedwin's, and Edirn no longer controls Upper Edirn. We have rejected Prince Stennis.
King Stennis?
And handed King Henselt's army a resounding defeat.
Your forces, my dear lass, are nothing but a motley array of rebellious peasants and elven brigands. Sooner or later they will need to swear allegiance to someone, or they will be defeated and dispersed.
The peoples of the Pontar Valley will swear allegiance to me, Queen Saskia. As an independent realm, we hereby speak in favor of reconstituting the Council and Conclave.
You're a lovely girl, but you issue from common stock. The sole crown you are worthy of donning is a wreath woven of wildflowers. Redania will recognize no other coronation.
In that case, you must choose, King Radovid. Will you carve up Temeria, or march on the Pontar Valley? Henselt, last of the line of the unicorns, has sworn to recognize the Pontar Valley as a free realm. Philippa Eilhart witnessed it.
Philippa Eilhart is in my dungeon, awaiting trial for treason.
She was in your dungeon, Radovid, but is no longer. She will sit at my side in Vergen as my royal advisor.
Everything we did in Vergen will be in vain.
There's still hope. We have the dagger.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the Charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the Charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the Northern Kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations.
Speak on.
The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses.
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emin, and finally, Sheila de Tanserville. To my deepest regret, 2 Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Siravar Anahid and Fringa Levigo, were also members. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
Our queen left to powder her nose.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, honorable sorcerers.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Lochmuin. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
We're trapped! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Alright, dragon hunting. Let's go. Rasa dah pakai dah.
Turn back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon? Emphasis! Kill him now!
Whoa.
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Emphasis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
Okay, so kita pilih untuk selamatkan Witcher ni, since dia akan ada kesan untuk The Witcher 3.
Damn monsters. Damn it.
What's there? Okey, cepat Geralt. Tusuk dia dengan tega. Kata cocok dekat hati. Dia jatuh. Bohong ni.
I think we can skip the niceties.
Yeah, unnecessary.
Yet I sense your readiness to fight on.
We were fighting to the death just minutes ago.
I understand. I believe I owe you part of my treasure. Family tradition and all.
No need. Can you make it back to Vergen?
I think so. I've always healed quickly in the past.
You know, you're not the first dragon I've talked to.
You met my father, Villain Trettenmirth, known also as Bork Three Jackdaws.
I thought he couldn't have children.
He thought so as well.
Polymorphing. Did you get that from him?
Just a hint of it. I can only assume one human form. He could transform into anyone he liked.
You also don't have his quickness and reflexes. And I don't think I saw a single golden scale on you.
Nor do I have his moustache or paunch. Sorry to disappoint you.
Professional curiosity. Forgive me. Where is Bork these days?
Who can know that? He taught me what he thought I should know and flew off yonder. It's the dragon's way. And he gave me my name.
Synthesis, if I heard right.
I prefer being Saskia.
Philippa took advantage of the chaos and escaped. Think she could reveal your secret?
It's nothing I can control. I don't intend to pursue her. We may or may not meet again, but I shall leave that to fate.
She's not one to give up easily. I think she'll come after you again, try to take control, as soon as she's done licking her wounds.
I shall be cautious next time, and I know much more about Eilhart than she would ever wish.
More than she would wish. Interesting.
I obeyed Philippa, but I was not blind. We were close, and Eilhart could not keep all her secrets concealed. I know her weakness, something that can destroy her in an instant.
Valuable and dangerous knowledge.
Precisely why I'll keep it to myself.
Sheila and Philippa have lost. The Lodge has been defeated.
That's good, though temporary. I fear we shall hear of them again.
You know Emir's armies have crossed the Yaruga?
I expected as much, as did Philippa. We defeated the Edirnian lords and Henselt. With a bit of luck, we'll defeat the Emperor as well.
Can you tell me what'll happen to Yorvith now?
Let's be honest. He's a terrorist. I'll not lie about him nor whitewash his deeds. He must earn respect on his own, and perhaps, a few generations on, humans will forget.
Did you intend just to use him?
Geralt, Yorvith has killed more humans than you've eaten chickens. He's not one to be used. It's not that simple. He came to believe in me and knew from the start what we were fighting for. He made a choice.
Sure you don't know what I'm talking about? Those baby doe eyes, that intense misty gaze, the pouting?
We shared a cause, fought side by side.
Yorvith did and would do anything for you. Question is, what are you prepared to do for him?
There will always be a place for the Scoia'tael in the free Pontar Valley. As to Yorvith himself, I've heard many say crude things about us. Thing is, as long as I can remember, I've found dwarves fascinating. Must be a dragon thing. And though preferable to a human, an elf would be a compromise.
Time I was on my way.
You shall always be a welcome guest in Vergen. I underline guest.
Don't worry, I'm only ever a visitor.
I know. Sometimes I wish I could see the future, like my father.
And sometimes it's better to be surprised.
Farewell, Witcher.
What happened to Saskia?
She's alive. Wounded from our scrap, but alive. She impaled herself on a tree, and then I had to use that dagger. But she'll make it. Mountain air is good for a dragon's hide.
You're the most noble human I know, Gwynblade.
I'm no human.
I'm glad you reminded me. My hatred for the species abated for a moment.
What about Letho?
Strange thing. He sits in the Temerians' former camp. I believe he awaits you.
How do you know?
I saw him. He's got Triss.
Let's go. Tell me what happened here on the way.
While you were fighting Saskia, the city was staged to a bloody spectacle.
The players?
There were many. At first, it was a hunt for the traitors, but it soon turned into a hunt for all mages. And there were a few skirmishes between Kedweni, Redanian, and Temerian troops. Rape, pillage, and murder. Not necessarily in that order. The pastimes of the Order's pious knights. And the regular troops soon followed suit. The kings, with their choice units, left the city just after the dragon attacked.
And the Nilfgaardians?
Remained neutral. That is to say, they shot anyone who dared approach their camp.
Okay. So dia gantung. Yang tak salah pun dia macam ni, macam.
When we're done with you, you'll be a lump of whimpering meat.
Elf! Killed a non-human.
Beasts! Bloody sons of bitches!
Will you be all right?
Yes, thank you. Leave me.
What happened here?
When the summit ended, we hid in one of the houses, but they found us. They cut off both my sister's hands so she wouldn't cast spells. But I managed to escape. They caught me here.
Let's go, Gwynblade. This is madness. Lochmuin has changed. That's what it looks like now.
Anda duduk buat apa kat sini? Duduk lepak situ buat apa? Sekejap lagi datang balik dorang. Budak ni. Okay, save dulu. Tutup muka.
I think I heard something.
Imperial troops. Long live the Emperor!
Ramai kat dorang ni.
Long live the Emperor!
Taste our steel!
Guardian sword.
Die, Nordling!
Die, stupid. Okay.
Finish your story.
I managed to sneak into the Nilfgaardian camp. It was relatively quiet there. Then I saw Letho leading Triss out.
They let him go?
No one dared stop him. I followed him. I think he noticed me, but didn't seem to care. Once the fighting died down, he went to the former Temerian camp.
Is Triss all right?
Yes. Letho defended her from marauders.
Go. Ui, teruk je.
Stop, Yorvith. I'm going alone.
Why?
This is between the two of us. Take care of Triss until I return.
Your choice.
Mine, indeed. There's one more thing you need to know. Nilfgaard's armies have crossed the Yaruga. War is inevitable.
Vafail, Gwynblade. Don't get killed.
Farewell, Yorvith. If I don't return within the hour, find Saskia and leave without me. Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilfgaardians, and defended me from the troops.
It's time to end this. Yorvith's waiting. I'll catch up with you soon.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Don't get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste. Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Care to tell me?
And you know, no matter the North resembles...
Terpilih atas.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first...
How did a Witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long. Besides Serret and Ox, I know of 2 other...
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the Viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school would...
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders? No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalry.
Go ahead, enlighten me.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real materials?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours.
There's not a Witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths.
I've got an idea, but that's... Tell me about Yennefer.
She was feverish for several days. Delirious. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums. Trying to seduce Orc after you so nobly sacrificed yourself. We thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you...
So I heard.
So we set out. Wandered through the provinces.
Imperial Secret Police?
We were separated, and they questioned us. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau, and a couple of...
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
Care to tell?
And you know the North.
Care to...
And you know the North.
How did you manage to
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. I stayed close to Sheila. Killed a few beasts for her, And I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses. But before I could do the dirty deed...
Where'd you get your information about the...
From the Emperor and Vat...
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claim she... Whatever the case.
Wah, ni macam satu perjalanan menceritakan daripada mula sampai akhir macam mana Leto dia tahu information berkenaan dengan witch dan juga yang lain-lain. Jadi kita akan go through satu persatu. So kita tahu macam mana perjalanan cerita sebalik The Witcher tu, dan baru kita akan tekan let's finish this.
How do you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final. We barely avoided our pursuers. And we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth's Skyat.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The king of Temeria would have to deal with the lava. I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery. So one of Arion's patrols out in the forests happened on us.
No one noticed you had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop.
When did you decide to get rid of you?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorveth, my hands were tied.
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorveth. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed...
No, I remember. So Sheila was looking for you when she came...
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eye...
And the North descended deeper.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
You screwed up with Henselt.
Sabrina's curse tore that down. First off, we got holed up in that hideout in the ravines. By that time, his death was no longer necessary. I learned of the summit and the efforts to reconstitute the council and conclave.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Okay,
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
So rasa ni endingnya.
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
So, kita tu hutang budi sebab dia save siapa nama seorang tadi? Lupa dah. Dia save Witcher tu. Bukan Witcher. Yalah. Dia save Witch tadi. So, I think tak perlu kau bunuh dia. Since mungkin dia ada keperluan untuk Witcher 3. And as dia pun cakap, dia tak anggap kita sebagai enemy, so no point in killing him lah. So kita kata go somewhere far away. If kita jumpa lagi untuk misi seterusnya, dan kita decide untuk bunuh dia lah.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that? No threats? No words of wisdom?
Are you going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
Okay, kita dah habis The Witcher 2 Assassin of the King. So yang ni adalah Enhanced Edition. So kita akan tengok Reddit untuk The Witcher 2. Ok, case ada orang kata apa, ending credit. So kepada yang setia tengok daripada mula sampai habis, saya ucapkan terima kasih. Dan sekiranya ada game lain yang korang request nak tengok, korang boleh text ataupun komen dekat video ni. So bagi mereka yang ada account Steam, boleh add My Potato, sama nama macam channel ni, dan kita boleh berkongsi pendapat ataupun main game yang lain bersama-sama. Contohnya PlayerUnknown, Counter Strike ataupun lain-lain game yang membolehkan multiplayer. Yang ni tak pasti sama ada kita boleh skip ke tidak kredit ni. Rasanya macam tak boleh. So kita kena tunggu sampai semuanya keluar. Aduh, ini akan lama. Saya akan cut lah video ending. Kantuk. Sorry. Okay, so tak pasti nak cut ke tak bahagian ni. Tapi kalau korang rasa nak cepat, ataupun mungkin takut kita miss apa-apa, saya akan still masukkan kredit ni dalam video. Tapi kalau korang nak cepat, just speed up video ni sampai scene. Yang ni saya terpaksa tunggu sebab saya tak tahu macam mana nak skip. Saya dah klik mouse pun masih tak ada cara untuk skip ke akhir. Okay, untuk episode seterusnya, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, saya dah purchase daripada Steam. So nanti kita akan tengok pula work through The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Wah, ni agak lama. Oh, hampir 2 jam kita rekod kali ni. So, aktor suara pilih part adalah Pandora Collin, Trace Jamie Barbakov, Leto Dapat, additional actor. Okay, tak yang agak tak penting, kesian dia orang. Oi, cepatlah. Ternyata tak boleh skip. Be strong, be strong, be strong. So lepas ni satu versi kita terus upload ke YouTube. Satu versi lagi saya perlu censored dan saya akan masukkan ke YouTube. So main version akan jadi adalah versi yang saya dah censored. Tapi kalau ada yang nak tengok versi yang uncensored, akan ada pada video pada ruangan description. So saya akan buat unlisted untuk video tersebut. Sekiranya nak tengok, kena klik. Otherwise versi censored adalah versi yang terbaik.